Hello everybody, welcome back. You know what that music means. It's time for another round of the Copa Libertadores. It's Inter versus Flamengo, and it's for all of the marbles. Who will make it to the final of the Libertadores? It's time to find out. Well, after resting Schürrle in the last match, it looks like it was all for naught because he is on an orange arrow. However, with Otamendi also showing orange, I don't see any reason to take him out of the side. As far as defensive midfield is concerned, we've got a decision to make with Rodriguez not exactly looking the best. Now we could drop Nonato there, he is good defensively, in fact we might do that, and then in attacking midfield we'll probably go with, let's see, should we say Patrick? I think we will, I think we're going to go with Patrick. And actually I'm going to bring D'Alessandro onto the bench just in case we need something extra to unlock the defence. But that's going to do it. That is our first 11. I'm also tempted actually to just throw Romero on the bench, and why not? Gallardo can come on instead of Otamendi. I know it's a risk because we haven't got a single centre back in the team here now, but sod it. We could always drop one of the defensive midfielders into defence if we absolutely have to, or we could play a left back out of position at centre back. So that's going to be our lineup. It's a little bit of a risky lineup, but it is our lineup nonetheless. Let's get into the game and let's find out who will represent Brazil in this year's Libertadores final. So there's a great atmosphere here at the Estadio Beira-Rio. Inter playing at home in this second leg, and they know they're in a very advantageous position because if they don't concede a goal, they will go through on away goals regardless. Here they come out onto the pitch, adored by their home fans. The Inter players take to the stage. Fireworks and smoke billowing upwards into the night sky. It's a special occasion for a special team, and they applaud the fans as they come out. Diego Carlos still injured, unfortunately, so unable to take to the field today. It will instead be a back two of Charles and Schürrle. But they've done the business in recent games. There's no need to think that they won't be able to do it tonight. With the photos taken, here's confirmation of the lineups for the game. Nonato dropping into defensive midfield with Patrick taking up his place in attacking midfield. No real changes there other than that. And here is the lineup for Flamengo. A reasonably attacking lineup, a 4-2-3-1. It'll be interesting to see how Barbosa gets on against this defence this time out. So with all of the little things out of the way, it's time for kick-off, and indeed Inter kick-off, shooting left to right in this first half. And Guerrero restored to the starting lineup for this match. Will be wanting to write his name in the history books. Immediately it's noticeable that Flamengo are pressing a hell of a lot. Iago out wide on the left, cross into the box, Lopez underneath it, can't get his head onto the ball, and away come Flamengo. Vitinho to Rene, back to the goalkeeper, and he lobs it long. Schürrle's underneath it though, won't be beaten. So that ball, here's Hulamar into the centre for Guerrero. He's got a chance here early on, and he has put it away. Flamengo score. They've taken a 2-1 lead on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. And it's worth saying and worth pointing out that this doesn't change anything for Flamengo, because they had to score regardless. The only difference now is that they have to score 2 to guarantee their progression in the tournament. But what a pass there into the feet of Guerrero, and he had nothing but time, just stretched out his right foot, and with the outside of said foot he rolled it past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. 1-0. Good switch of play out to the right hand side. Molinero on the ball. Iago tries to go to him, doesn't quite manage to win it, and there's a chance here for a cross by Molinero. Velasco does a really good job of getting his body in the way, and it goes out for a corner kick, I believe. Concentration on the faces of the Inter players as Arrascaeta goes to take it. It's headed out as far as Molinero. Patrick does a brilliant job of winning the ball, and now he tries to bring the ball forward as quick as he can. He's not the quickest player on Inter's books, but he's quick enough to get it away as far as Hulimar. Whips it into the box. Guerrero beaten to the ball by the defender. Good positioning by the defender. Gets his body in the way. Vitinho out to Rene on the left. Moves it back inside to Demotta, and it returns itself to Vitinho. Here's Fala. Moved out right to Molinero, who's already showed that he's a danger, and Iago's lost him. It's Barbosa, and the ball loose finds its way to Velasco. Over the top, Guerrero will get to this first, I fancy. He has. He's won it back. Here's Lopez. Mailton. Oh, I thought Mailton was going to score for a second there. Very unusual to see him so far forward. Guerrero did a great job of just getting his body in the way and winning the ball back after initially losing it inside the penalty area. And who was there to attempt to finish the move off but Mailton, the right back? Here's Velasco, who's going to try and whip one in on his right foot. Goalkeeper gets to it, but can only punch it out as far as the corner of the penalty area. And I think Nonato is going to get to this first. He does, manages to keep it in, gets it to Patrick. Hulimar. Back to Velasco. Knobbed over the top. Iago tries to get onto it, can't quite manage it. Bouncing around just outside the penalty area. And eventually Flamengo retain the ball, or sorry, I should say they win the ball and lob it forward. Charles doing a really good job here of winning the header. Unfortunately, can't find a teammate with that header. Oh my God, Mailton. That's brilliant defending. But Mailton and Charles conspiring to give the manager a heart attack there. For a second, I thought that was the equaliser. Iago now on the left-hand side. Plays it inside to Velasco. Velasco spots the run of Hulimar, and he finds him with a through ball. But he couldn't find him with the cross. Barbosa, he's on his own up front. But he finds Willian Arau on the right hand side. Well defended though. Guerrero tries a through ball to Lopez, but he can't quite measure it correctly. Molinero now out on the right hand side again, and Hulimar inadvertently wins the ball. He's got a chance here. He drills it in low. Goalkeeper collects it, no problem for Diego Alves. But he only finds Patrick with that clearance. Here's Iago. Cross from very deep. Lopez tried to win it, but couldn't quite get his head to it in time. This really has been a siege, with the exception of that one slight defensive mix-up. corners. Dinks it out to Iago on the left-hand side. Velasco. First time cross. Goalkeeper punches. Patrick. Oh, it's a good save. I think it was going wide though. And that's it. The end of the first half. It's Inter 1, Flamengo 0. If it stays like this, Inter will be going through. Flamengo's only chance is to score an equaliser and hopefully get through in extra time, or to score 2 and keep Inter to that 1. Away goals, of course, do count in this match. No changes in this second half. Both teams are going to carry on as they were. Here's Guerrero. Lopez. Nice ball out to Patrick. And it's a nice shot by Velasco, but it was too easy for Diego Alves, who picks out the ball and lobs it upfield. And they've won it high up here, and they have numbers, and this could be a problem for Inter. And the goalkeeper makes a fantastic save. Vitinho frustrated, you can see it in his body language, but great save by the goalkeeper there. Kept his team in it. Corner, De Arrascaeta. Sure sets it out. Lopez will get to this first. Here's Hulimar. Into Guerrero. Finds Velasco. And he might get round his man here. Indeed he has. He tries to dink inside of him and he can't quite manage that. But Hulimar with a good take. Oh, Guerrero nearly fed in. Good hit by Nonato. But he wasn't going to trouble the goalkeeper, who immediately sprays the ball out to the right-hand side. And again, it's noticeable that Flamengo have got men up now. They have men in greater attacking number. They're really searching this goal out now. They know that they're not going through unless they score one way or the other. And they have the overlap here. Rene. Oh, my word. So close. Flamengo are getting closer and closer. Lomba plays it long. Guerrero has shown an aptitude for winning these balls, and he does it again. But the second ball does not fall to a friendly pair of feet. Charles does very well. Nonato has dropped back into a centre-back position there, complementing the other two centre-backs. Hulimar's through. This could seal it. Good defending. Tracked it back just in case. Guerrero. Oh, and Guerrero with the follow-up. And it's 2-0 to Inter. Guerrero with the initial effort that was saved. But then it fell loose. And he was the first person to respond. You can see Guerrero already running. Hits the ball. It comes off the post. And he almost plays a 1-2 with himself to score. Hulimar doing a good job of getting out of the way of that one as well. And Flamengo are really up against it now. Oh dear. Good goalkeeping. He saw the danger and he came out to it immediately. Iago into Hulimar. Ball lobbed over the top. Nonato, who is playing as a defensive midfielder, has got loose. And I don't know how Flamengo have managed it, but they've come away with the ball. Fula, it's a good defensive header. Diego Alves manages to get his hands on the ball and then immediately launches the counter-attack. Here's Patrick. Back to Mailton. Oh, he slid on hard there. And Mailton gets back on his feet and immediately wins the ball back. Hulimar sold the man a dummy there just with the movement of his body. Velasco! Oh, it's a great shot and an even better save. I wonder if it was going in. Velasco with the corner. Hulimar can't get to it. Iago. Oh my goodness me! Well, what can you even say about that? The initial corner is headed out. It's picked up and played across the box, and then, well, Iago strikes it cleanly with his left foot. And the goalkeeper, unsighted, can't react to it in time, and he's beaten. The ball sails in above his head. Deary, deary me. And now you just feel that really Inter are playing with their food. There were moments where Flamengo really were a danger to this side. But unfortunately for them, every time that they had a chance, something happened. Either it was saved, or it hit the post, or it went wide. If they had taken one of those chances, it would be a completely different game. But buoyed by their luck, Inter have gone on to score 3. And they have made this game all but secure now. Schurz gives away a free kick about 40 yards away from goal. Rene is going to look to fly this one in. They only get to the edge of the area. Hulimar knocks off the ball. Patrick. Guerrero over the top for Lopez. Oh, that's a nice little trick from Lopez. Into Guerrero. Over the top, Charles gets to it. Mailton. Lobbed over the top. Lopez strikes it. Oh my word! Well, they're playing with a swagger and a confidence now that makes the impossible seem absolutely obtainable. Didn't even take a touch, just swung his right foot at it, straight across the goalkeeper. Woof. They've been enjoying themselves so much that the manager has completely forgotten to make any substitutions. So that's what he's going to do now. Eden Nielsen coming on for Hulimar in the left centre forward position, well, the left wing forward position, I should say. D'Alessandro gets a rare appearance in midfield, and Gallardo, having only just returned to the bench, gets to play in this game at left back. for all the 45 seconds. But it's still an appearance. The players, they feel more responsive, the confidence that they've been given. And there we are, that's it. Everybody to a man sinks to their knees. 11 of them through jubilation. And the other 11, well, pure sadness, dejection, desperation. Internacional will represent Brazil in this year's Copa Libertadores final. And they cemented their place with an absolutely fantastic display. Here's the stats for anyone that's interested. It's pretty much one-way traffic. How Charles gets a 5.5 out of that, I do not know. And it was 0-0 in the other match, meaning that Minnesota United will play Internacional in the final of the Copa Libertadores. MLS versus Brasileiro. And that match will take place further down the line. Thank you, everybody, for watching today. It's been fantastic to have you with me, and a performance like that, I couldn't dream of a better way to celebrate our passage into the finals of the Copa Libertadores. Until next time, when hopefully we will cement the championship title. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.